All right, welcome to a special presentation on the War Report this week on the A Show Network, the only place where you can find all these great interviews. We have a special guest. We have a special guest on the line, man. This man, at this point, he has grown from the streets of Uptown, and he's really become at this point, it's like a real, what would I say? Like, I don't know what is it. Just a New York up and coming story, man. The man has become like the Diddy, the bad boy, like Rick Ross to MMG. He's like the Mr. Clark to
Appreciate
the
it.
badass kids, man. Like he is the diamond mind of Diamond Mind. We have Malcolm Bivens on the War Report. Welcome,
Yes,
man.
sir. Thank you. Thank you. That well, I was trying to pitch for that to be the new show, NXT Lean on Me, with me as a general manager, so I can straighten these kids out. But thank you very much for the introduction. I
That
appreciate
would
it.
be hard. Oh my god, man. Listen. All right, so boom. We're coming off of a very, very, very large night for you guys because I mean, over the last number of months since you guys have kind of came up, I mean, Roddy's won the Cruiserweight Championship, and then now you guys 2022 Dusty Tag Team. Damn, there's so many words. Dusty
Dusty
Rhodes,
Classic,
Dusty
Dusty
Rhodes,
Classic
Dusty
champions.
Classic champions.
Yeah.
How do you feel kind of about coming on the other side of this, especially with all the development that's been for the last number of months, man?
I feel like Ruben stuttered when he won American Idol. That's probably the best way that I can put it.
You
And I
flying
mean
without
that.
wings.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
That's it. That's it. I mean, here's the thing. The Creed brothers. I first interacted with them. I think it was August 10th of 2021. I think I gave them my business card, and then September 7th is when they made their in-ring debut. So, looking at their progression from then to now, it's incredible. It's it, it it's something that is special to me, and I know that it is special to them because they took an opportunity and like they killed it. That's really all you can ask for is an opportunity, and they got it, and they made the most out of it. So I'm incredibly proud of them. I am incredibly happy, and it's just been a great 24 hours, and I can't complain.
Oh my god! All right, Quan, go off,
Well,
man.
well, first of all, like off the Creed brothers off top, Diamond Mine off top is like that's one of the highest points at NXT for me. I love seeing you guys every week. Even the
I
entrance, like
appreciate it.
y'all got me hyped coming in. Like the Julius and Brutus, when they come in, they give off that energy off the top, right? And I know like you've been in NXT side of WWE for a little while now. And there's a lot of stop and starts kind of going in. Like you were on TV, then you're off TV, some stuff happened. What was that process like? How do you deal with all those stops and starts to kind of until we finally got to what Diamond Mine is today? And like, how did you
Dusty
persevere
Cup
through all that?
Tag Team
Yeah,
Champion
yeah,
at this point.
Dusty Cup Tag
yeah.
Team Champion.
I mean, you said it. It's a process, and the crazy thing is, the one piece of advice that sticks with me every day. I got that from Terry Taylor, and Terry Taylor told me to take it one day at a time, and that's really all you can do. Because I used to look at things like, oh, like I may be off TV for a year, I may be off television for like 3 months, or it may take this long for this angle to get started. And I don't think you can necessarily look at it that way, or at least I try not to. I look at it as day by day, and that helps too. And the only thing I feel like I can do is just work harder and top what I did, you know, Tuesday, or try to top what I did, the Tuesday before that or after that. That's just my mentality, and I think it's been helpful, incredibly helpful. So it's really just about playing the long game, and that
Yeah.
may sound silly to say, but it is what it is. You have to. But again, when you get that opportunity, you have to be ready for it. So I was ready. There
Yeah,
may have been
100%.
some stop and starts and whatnot, but at the same time, I don't think you can sit back and go, okay, well, this is it. I think you have to be ready. So when it was time for Diamond Mine to get rolling, I was ready. And then when 2.0 got started, I was even more ready. So to me, it's been a buildup to this moment, to last night. And I think that's why it was special for me, because I can look back at it and go, oh, this is what this journey was about. And I don't think it's about anyone but me, as far as, like a personal thing. I look at myself from March 11th, 2019, and then I look at myself now, on the 16th, and it's a completely different person. And I kind of like that, because it's been a transformation in a good way. If that answers
no, for sure,
your question.
Answers it perfectly. It's one of those situations where, like, I say it all the time, but like, as long as you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I know you've been grinding for a long time to get this to happen, and I'm like we're all very happy for you. And it's just really cool. It's really cool to see where all you guys are at right now. But I just want to transition real quick to it's February, Black History Month, and we celebrate everything Black in wrestling and Black in culture. And I know we all know you're very much into Black culture. You say a lot of things that even on TV, I'm not even sure if Shawn Michaels or Hunter know what you be talking about like 70% of the time. But we get it, right? We know we get it. But like, what were some of your inspirations? Like Black culture and wrestling. It's kind of like, who inspires you within this business?
I mean, to take it back, I would say, I watch a lot of comedy, and that's what kind of inspires me. I would say number one is Robin Harris. I think he is one of the greatest comedians of all time. And if you watch Robin Harris and then you watch Malcolm Bivens, you can kind of see the similarities, and I would say Martin Lawrence is the same way. Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer. Really, if you watch Def Comedy Jam, you will probably see a little bit of Malcolm Bivens, throughout the show.
On Peacock, by the way.
Oh yeah, on Peacock. See, great advertising.
I got you.
But I would say that is the first part of it, and I would say the second part, has been like a Teddy Long. You look at someone like that, like a Booker T. They've done so much in this business, and then even if you want to go current, like you have the Street Profits. There are a lot of influences and people that I can look up to, and I think when I have the time to pick their brains or talk to them, it's been helpful for me. So it's been great. And to go back, I think they know what I'm talking about, and that's the funny thing. So same thing with the Cena bit last night. Everyone got it. Everyone appreciated it, and it's my own, I would say, sense of humor. And I've been extremely blessed and lucky that they get my sense of humor, and they have allowed me to be myself.
All right, that's fantastic. But just like Juan said just a moment ago, like, I'm surely you say things that HBK or Hunter necessarily wouldn't get, but it definitely plays to the back of the room for us. How does it feel to be working with Sean in 2.0?
It's great. It's been fantastic. Any idea that I have, he is super receptive to it. I could just knock on his door and have a conversation. And it's really interesting because, I don't think I had that relationship with Sean prior. And I think 2.0 has been extremely helpful. And I think it's been great for everyone because it's an open door communication, right? So, and I think that's important. So when I say, hey, I believe this is something that Malcolm Bivens would do, we can sit and talk about it. And that's when he goes, oh yeah, you're right. I could see Malcolm Bivens doing that. So it's been a great collaboration. And I think collaboration is the perfect word for it. And, I am very appreciative because I know, certain people may not get that yet. I think that's what we all strive for. But, I think now, as you can see, the machine is moving, things are getting started. So, the collaborative effort has been great.
Oh, so
I just wanted to ask a light follow-up question. Have you had to explain any of these references that you make to anybody, really?
I'm trying to think. Maybe not offhand. No. Okay. Social, yes. as far as anything I've done on television so far, no. I think because I've been there for quite a while, I think they kind of understand again, my sense of humor and where I'm coming from. So they normally go, oh yeah, that's a Bivens thing. So I've been allowed to move forward with it. But social, that's a completely different beast. I don't think they know what I'm talking about half of the time. And I don't even know what I'm talking about half of the time.
Well, all right, so you talk about a little bit of the collaboration and everything that goes into it. Can you kind of use that to explain kind of like the impetus of Diamond Mine? Like, how does this started? How do you get from essentially where you were probably like maybe early last year or maybe a year before that, Bivens Enterprises, and how does it evolve into Diamond Mine and the collaborative effort? I mean, you got logos, you got the entire, you got a color scheme down, like you got everything kind of going. How did that process necessarily evolve?
Well, Diamond Mine was never my creation, and it's funny because a lot of people think that is 100% Shawn Michaels. This idea predates all of us. I think this is something that they've always wanted to do, and then the idea started to like come around. I think it was late 2020. That's when the idea kind of floated around, and then last year was when it got started, and there were ideas about different players being in it, and I think it was going to be built around me being the mouthpiece or the manager of the group, and then it started from there. And then they kind of just looked around and tried to see who they could plug into the group. But Diamond Mine was Shawn's creation. It was his baby. And once I understood exactly what that meant, as far as what is my role, what is everyone else's role. And the funny thing is, this was earlier on, and I'll remember this forever. I think it was Hideki had, I think, a little trouble understanding Diamond Mine, and we were talking to Hunter. And so Hideki, this is like maybe the second week, he points at me and he goes, what does he do? And Hunter looked at me and he goes, Money Mark. And then he goes, oh, okay. And so, that's when things started to click. And it's like, oh, now I know who Malcolm Bivens is supposed to be, as far as, character-wise and personality and everything else. So, that's when I would say collaboration began, because once we had that structure, that's when, we were able to add in different layers of our character. And that's been the best part for me, creatively and just personally. I try to add layers to Malcolm Bivens. He is a, I know certain people think that I'm a goof, but I am a human being, but I'm also a goof, so there are different moods, different ways that I can emote, and I just try to keep that going every show.
No, I think the role kind of shows how versatile you kind of are, because you're not only playing within the role of like, you're managing sometimes as Roddy, who's just a singles competitor. Then later in the night, you go to Julius and Brutus, which are tag team competitor. And then later in the night, you can go to Ivy Now, who's in the women's division. And it's like, you're essentially playing the role of like, you're essentially, what do they call it? Why is it escaping me right now? But you're like,
I'm the Suge Knight of NXT.
There you go.
But I won't lose my masters, though. I'm not gonna lose the masters. Like all of the Diamond Mine stuff is mine. It's trademarked. It's copyrighted.
That's you.
Yeah,
but it's absolutely like you got so many tools and you're so versatile, and I think that's what kind of shows off. And I think that's why you get so much respect from, I guess, the people online and stuff, especially among Black Twitter and stuff like that, because we understand these references. We understand kind of where you come from and where you were at, and I think you managed, and we talked about this number of interviews, probably with all of our interviews, to be quite frankly. We talked about it with Bianca, we talked about it with Carmel, we talked about it with Big E, and it's that level of authenticity that you kind of have that kind of comes across off screen. How does it feel to kind of you're supposed to be hated in certain aspects, but you're unequivocally supported by Black Twitter? How does that support kind of
it feels incredible. Sometimes it feels like I'm not worthy of such, praise or feedback, just because to me, obviously it's something that I love to do, but it's a job, right? I try not to let it. Sometimes, what we do can get to people's heads and they start to believe that they are who they portray. And I am just like anybody else, So, when I see this love and support, it's kind of shocking, a lot of the times. And I know, that sounds hard to believe coming from me because, I play this egotistical character, but in real life, like I'm very introverted. So, when I see a lot of this stuff, it's pretty shocking, but, I definitely appreciate it, because at the end of the day, I feel like it's my job to provide entertainment because this is what I do. So the fact that I can provide the entertainment and make people happy, it's just, what can I say? Extremely happy.
All right. That's fantastic. And so Paul Heyman, iconic manager. When it's all said and done, Paul Heyman, Hall of Famer, greatest of all time, GOAT.
Of course.
But have you met him, and have you taken away anything from Paul Heyman?
I have not been able to meet him. I saw him briefly when Raw and SmackDown, when they were at the Performance Center last year, but not an actual conversation. And I'm hoping that it happens soon. But it would be incredible. Obviously he is the advocate of WWE, and his knowledge is just, I don't even think there's a word for it. When you think of managing, you think about Paul Heyman. So, obviously in a dream scenario, I would love to have, like a back and forth. And I think the world may implode.
We need that for sure.
Yeah. But, but to summarize, no, not yet, but I hope it happens soon.
All right, fantastic.
All right, I got a question. I was
Sure.
I was watching Vengeance Day last night, of course, like everybody else was, and I noticed the Creed Brothers gear. Somebody tweeted. I wish I remember who tweeted it, but they were talking about how it reminds me of remember the ice cream brand Pharrell had back in the early 2000s. And it's the same kind of print. And we just want to know, man, where the Diamond Mine merchandise at? Where the t-shirts? We need the wristbands. I want the tracksuit. We need all that.
Diamond tester, all types of stuff, man.
Diamond tester.
You want to hear something crazy? So the gear that they had on, Julius designed that.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah. That was his creation. And the tracksuits, the blue one, he created that as well.
Oh,
wow.
That is
okay.
Yeah, he got them
versatile, man.
all that. Yeah. So I think they are in the process of making tracksuits. I don't know where they are in that process, but I will double check because, as always, I get my 80% cut. So I will do what I can, to move that process along. But last time I heard, there is new Diamond Mine merch coming, and we also have the hoodies. We do have the Diamond Mine hoodies out.
Ooh, okay.
Very nice fabric.
Needed.
Yeah, very nice fabric. Yeah.
Let me go tap in real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. I got Nikita Lyons, 12 of them. Just putting it out there.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of that, all right. So speaking of that now, who is someone that you could Diamond Mine is pretty, the roster is pretty filled up. And honestly, you guys are rolling pretty well right now.
We're looking. Check out NXT Level Up. We have a new prospect.
Ooh.
Tatum Paxley.
Okay.
Tatum Paxley.
Ooh, name dropping. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, that's amazing. First of all, check out NXT Level Up, which will be this Friday on Peacock. If you had to go to the main roster, if you ended up on a Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and you're just at the top of the stage looking, if there's anyone who you would love to have
Ooh,
10 out of 10, we'll do again.
Yeah,
Cesaro.
Listen,
hands down. Yeah.
He's one of the GOATs, to be honest with you. And I think he fits within the model of what you guys are building, and I think he's just can contribute in such an amazing way. So yeah, listen, Cesaro.
For sure. But here's the thing: I think we would all learn from him. And the crazy thing is, and I don't think a lot of people know this, Cesaro actually trained me. He was one of my original trainers years ago. So, he may hate me putting this out there, just because I cannot perform like Cesaro. If I tried to do a big swing, I'd probably tear my ACL and my MCL. But he is the guy, and it's just if you sit down and have a conversation with him just about what we do, it would just blow your mind. So that is one guy that I would love to have in the group, and again, everyone could learn from him. Ivy, Roddy, Brutus, Julius, it would just be great overall.
Okay. I have a very interesting question now that,
Sure.
you transition from, I assume training to be a wrestler and then just moving on, just being like, no, I just want to talk instead.
Yeah.
What was that transition like? And like, what is your day to day in the PC since you don't necessarily get, physical in the ring?
Well, I was doing everything that everyone else was doing, and that's the thing. I think that was
Oh,
kind of lost. So whether it was in-ring training, whether it
Mhm.
was classes, like doing everything that everyone else was doing. So again, that has been a learning experience as well. Because everyone there is just a phenomenal athlete. I think
Yeah.
that's really the only way to put it. So while everyone is doing burpees, I'm trying to catch up. So that was kind of my thing for like a while, and I think now I've kind of been able to step back and actually help Ivy, to help a Tatum or to help a Julius and Brutus. So that's kind of my role at this point. So I'm still at the PC, but I'm not, of course, like I'm not active as I once was.
Well, work looks like it's paying off. You look very svelte. You know what I'm saying? The suits are looking
Yeah.
very.
Yeah.
They fit nicer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the Zaxby's life, right? They only fry, they only fry it once. They don't keep dipping it in the batter.
Yeah.
So that's
So
really
a little
good.
healthier, a little healthier.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So we know you from posting all sorts of hilarious skits on Twitter. Is there anything cooking that is in the works that we have not seen yet, or you want to give us, put us preview to?
I mean, there's always something cooking. It's just when is the right time to put it out there? I think that's probably the best way to put it. But I am actually working on a project right now. I just don't know when it will get to the next level or to the next step. But I think once it happens, I think everyone will be very happy. So, yeah.
Love to hear
Okay.
it.
Diamond Mine related, of course.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Listen, man. We know that when you get to the gates of heaven eventually, God is going to God is
We
going
will
to pull
see.
up your timeline. I'm almost sure at the Golden Gates, he's going to pull up your timeline. So what we want to do is we want to get you ready for that, and we're going to pull up your timeline right now. We pulled up 5 random tweets, and I want to get kind of your backstory on where we are, what are we doing, what's going on in this thing right here.
I remember that day actually. We were doing a tour of the Performance Center, and I don't know why I had that shirt on, but it was. I think I don't know what joke I told him, but he just started laughing afterwards. It was just like a random tour at the Performance Center, but
That's crazy.
It's funny to me just because of like the size difference, like Omos makes me look like a toddler, and so
Right.
it's such a funny photo. But
Listen,
yeah,
if they ever want to reboot Twins, I mean, it's right. I don't know if you've seen the.
Well, I thought you were going to say Different Strokes, but yes, Twins is. Thank you.
All right, so we got the next tweet up right here. Edge, Kevin Owens, Bivens Enterprises shirt. What's going through your mind during this kind of phase? Kevin Owens wearing your stuff on television, on national television.
You know what's crazy? So I had SmackDown on, and I went to walk my dog real quick during a commercial break, and I just got lost in time or whatever. So when I came back and looked at my phone, it had just blown up. And so, is a really good friend of mine, and I appreciate it because, any opportunity that he gets to, help me out or someone else out, he does. And that's an incredibly rare thing. And one thing that I forgot to mention earlier, New Day, Big E, Kofi, Xavier, they've done the exact same thing. And I probably would not be in this position without all of them, and that's the honest to God truth. So when Kevin Owens, when he does something like that, I genuinely appreciate it because it's getting my name out there. And I also think it's funny that Edge is looking at that shirt like, what is it? I have no idea what this is. And I think, and to me, that makes the photo. So I was very happy when I saw that. I thought it's pretty funny.
Oh my God. We have the next one up. Listen, this is a video, but you Is there a running gag on how you're going to break Ivy now?
There actually is. So I noticed that she would break every promo segment, and I told her, and I said, "Hey, if you keep breaking, I'm just gonna start to make you break." And she was like, "No, don't do that, yada yada." So it happens every time, and she's trying to get better at it, but it's a struggle. She is holding on for dear life every segment, and it's the funniest thing because everyone has noticed and everyone has told her, "Hey,
I think she did the last.
Don't break, don't crack."
I think she did the last night as well too when you guys were doing your little pep speech right before the match started.
Really?
I think she was trying to hold it back even then.
That's great. That's
God
great.
bless
It
you
doesn't
guys.
help that she's so close to the camera, so she can't like.
She can't turn away.
Yeah. But in that clip, she was shaking. She was shaking because after we did it, I went back and watched it, and then like when I looked over at her while I was watching it on the monitor, like I could just see it in her face. But but again, that's just a testament to her because she is able to be in the moment and enjoy it. And even though we're laughing at it, I think there's something. I don't know. I think there's something nice about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she is present and she is just enjoying everything that is going on around her. So I think that's pretty cool.
You know what else? It doesn't make her look any like less intimidating. She's still terrifying. You know what I mean?
She's terrifying. Yeah, she is terrifying. So like legitimately, I was at the gym this morning, and so we were doing squats, and I looked over at what she was squatting, and I felt embarrassed. Like I honestly just wanted to like pack my stuff and go home. Like it was insane. Yeah. And she wasn't even sweating. Like I was looking like Luther Vandross at the Soul Train Awards. Like I was just drenched, and she didn't break a sweat at all. So again, she's a powerhouse.
Oh my God, we got the next one up. Listen, when Luda joins Diamond Mine and I get 3 cameos in the Fast and Furious 10, what's the update on that? What's the?
I'm still working on it. Dwayne has not returned my phone calls. I have no idea why. I think he may have me blocked at this point, but I'm working on it. So,
Okay.
hopefully
Right,
soon.
Luda.
Hopefully soon.
Oh, Luda, we need one. Next one up. I will tell the story behind this one day. Today is the day because I realized at some point you weren't Rick James and you were Bret Hart.
Yes. I don't think I could tell that story. Here's the thing. I don't think what we shot will ever see the light of day, but I don't think that I could tell the story yet because knowing my luck, I would tell it and then it would be released tomorrow. But we shot this thing years ago, and so yeah, the idea is I am related to Bret Hart, and I'll just leave it at that. So hopefully one day I'll be able to share it with the world. But we actually used Shayna's car for the video, and so that's why I am hugging her, because as soon as I got in the car, she looked at me and she said, "Hey, if you mess anything up, they will find you in a body bag." And so I got out of the car and I said, "Hey, give me a hug." So that's an impromptu photo that the cameraman took. So yeah.
Oh my God. And of course we have the last photo, I guess very apropos considering everything that we've learned during this interview. Sometimes I want to delete this app, but then I see something wild, like Cesaro wearing a durag, and I immediately change my mind.
Yeah.
I'm in mine certified.
Yeah, the durag king. Yes. I had forgotten that I even tweeted that, but it's true. That's a great photo, and when I saw it, I just laughed. I think I just laughed for like legit 20 minutes because it's so absurd. Just look at his fit though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The fit, and when you look at him now, it does not compute. Like it's just, if you think about it hard enough, your brain just may short circuit.
Well, that's all we got. Thank you, man. Thank you, Malcolm Bivens, and congratulations, man. All the success of Diamond Mine.
I appreciate it. This weekend we're going to Magic City.
Yes,
I'm gonna try to take some photos. They may not let me, but yeah, we are going to celebrate this weekend.
Listen, you guys deserve it. Dusty Rhodes Classic Cup Tag Team. Dusty, all right, say it. Just say it.
Dusty Classic Champions. The 2022 Dusty Classic Champions. That's the way I like to put it. Yeah.
My gosh.
Diamond Mine forever. We'll be
Ever.
back up next with more of the War Report.
How are you feeling, Quan?
Chilling, man. I got a question for you. How was your Valentine's Day date with Dua Lipa? How'd it go? Where'd you go?
Hold on. The first is just like, how you feeling? I'm feeling. The Dua Lipa concert was great. The date after, I can't talk about that. You know, she's into zodiac signs and shit like that. So
y'all didn't match? Y'all wasn't compatible?
You know, so I'm the same zodiac. I am the same zodiac as her last boyfriend, and she was just like, "Oh, I don't know if I could deal with Cancer men." So it's all over, fellas. Man. It's all over, fellas.
You know, I be seeing Virgo male slander on the timeline a lot.
I don't, yo.
I stay seeing that.
When it comes to this sort of thing, count me out. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know either, but I see a lot of Virgo men get the sick face emoji. I don't like that.
I don't. I just say what I am, and then I leave it be, because there is all sorts of negative connotations or whatever, no matter what the fuck your shit is, and it's just like there's no winning in this whole thing.
There's no win.
I had a shawty set up on CoStar. You know, she did the little CoStar thing. And, you know, I got it set up because, you know, motherfuckers keep asking. So I have it, you know, set. Mm-hmm. She saw the thing. She was like, ooh, we kind of, we match, we compatible as shit. Ooh, blah, 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 this and that. Still nothing. So what the fuck is going on in these streets, man? This shit is bullshit. What it is. The concert really great. I like Dua Lipa and what is it? I like a lot of her songs. So I don't think there was any song that I was just like, I ain't really feeling this. It is a larger issue that I've gone to with a lot of people in depth since this concert, but she can't dance. And I feel like that is what's stopping her from being an elite level performer.
Yeah, if you're a pop girl, you gotta know how to dance, bro. You gotta
because that's like what's stopping her from like being a Beyonce or a Britney Spears, or, you know, being a legendary act, because nigga, they ain't a lot of them motherfuckers in this day and age.
Look at Doja Cat. She wasn't dancing when she first came out, but she knew if she wanted to reach that next level, it's time to start dancing.
Hey, whoever her choreographer is,
monster,
needs to get in contact. Like Dua Lipa's team need to get in contact, because she was not swagging that night. Oh, no. But really cool concert. I thought it was great. Getting out of the fucking arena was hell on earth.
Oh, I hate that. That's the worst.
Yeah, I was trying to get as far as possible. Like, I know the area, so I was like, I'm gonna walk towards this direction, and that'll bring me closer to home, and hopefully it will be cheaper. Yeah. Boy, I had to pay $60 to get home.
Oh no! Oh, you took the Uber?
I did not want to.
Oh, I drove over there.
If I could drive, and if I would have drove there,
you can't even drive.
I would have been stuck there because the police blocked the. So the arena has parking, but the police blocked that street off, so there was no getting out, which I thought was stupid. But it is what it is. It was really good. I haven't been to a concert in a really long time, so that was fun. I've seen Dua Lipa before in Miami, and the production is
the budget went up.
The budget went beyond. You know, the budget is up. Literally levitating on like a stage platform and shit like that. So I thought that was great. No more concerts. I'm gonna go to SmackDown on the March 4th show. That's gonna be in Miami. I'm gonna go to that.
You know who's coming out here, and I'm pissed. I didn't even know about it. I probably won't be able to get tickets. Tame Impala. I've been wanting to see Tame Impala for years, bro.
I've been getting so many fucking ads for Tame Impala. Like, they're gonna be in Okeechobee, and it's just like,
I don't think they tour in America very often. So I think this is like.
I'm not going to Central Florida. That's for sure.
That's deep.
And then I'm gonna go to Raw, and then I'm gonna go to Mania, and then I'm gonna see and then I'm gonna see Kringman in May. So spring is very eventful, so that's gonna be fun. And I'm balling, so I paid for the VIP for the Kringman thing, so
you
that's
feel
gonna be
me?
very fun. I said, maybe I do want a better bathroom.
I'm going to AEW. I got the limited viewing seating. I might not even be able to see some stuff.
Oh Lord.
Yo, low key though, them tickets were selling. That shit, it's a real sellout for that show. So the crowd should be high. I'm telling you, Connecticut crowds are usually pretty good for some wrestling events.
I'm sorry to hear, brother. You about to be in there with the sweatiest
on a solo trip too. Nobody wanted to go with me.
Oh damn! You ain't got no boys that's fucking with AEW.
Nope.
You ain't got nobody that be like, yeah, I fuck with it. Yeah, I'll go there.
I thought my boy Craig was gonna go, but he was like, I don't know if he got vax rules. He ain't vax. It's a whole thing. So it is what it is, though. It is what it is, though.
Terrible. But
terrible.
Let's get into the news, man. There's been a lot that's been going on. Also, I just wanted to say shout out to Kel and you holding it down. I heard the episode. It was really great. It was very fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's about it. All right, let's get into this. We have a lot of news segments, but I feel like a lot of these shits should be. I don't even want to talk about a few of these, but there's one big one that we're going to discuss. I'm not deleting it. I'm just rearranging the order. Don't worry about that.
I don't even care. Where's my phone at?
Yeah, don't even have the docket open. It's okay.
I usually don't. I really don't be having it open.
Okay. So, Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes are done with AEW. I'll say this first. So far, it doesn't seem like Brandy Rhodes is going to be part of the WWE. It doesn't seem like they offered her a contract or anything like that. So I'm not sure if she's done as an in-ring performer or the chief branding officer. So far with Brandy Rhodes, I don't know anything. And they're already calling for Brody Lee's wife to be the new chief branding officer for AEW.
She's already official now. Yeah, she's official.
She's already official?
Yeah, she's official.
She's already like a chief branding officer?
Oh no, she's not doing CB. She's doing something to do with the charity, I think, or like social.
Okay.
It's not. She's not going to be the CB.
Community outreach.
Yeah, community outreach.
Okay. Because I was about to say, what the fuck she know about being a goddamn chief branding officer? Because Brandy sure as fuck ain't know what to do about it.
I don't even know.
So that's all I have to say about that. We just finished watching the episode later tonight, and there was no Dan Lambert, no Paige Van Zant, nothing. So it seems like that program is more or less scrap.
So my question is, if they knew there was a chance that they weren't coming back, why would they book that whole segment?
Stop. Because you're thinking logically, man. Take a bump of coke real quick and come back to me and see if it might make a little more sense to you.
But you know what though? That makes me think this was like a really like a last like down to the wire type of situation where like if we don't get it by today, I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Tony Khan.
Motherfucker, you better find that money. I don't know if you need to take it from the video game. Just have my money, bitch. I don't know. I don't care if you have to take surveys.
But yeah, from what I've read so far, Wade Keller's really been on this one. I
don't like how he's talking about Brandy on his shit.
Oh, he been real questionable lately. First, it was with the who was it?
Big E.
Yeah, the Big E stuff. He's getting a little too hot, too close to the sun. I don't like where his attitude towards certain workers are. Seems a little interesting.
certain color of workers.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it seems like above anything else, the two main issues with Cody and whatever was going on with AEW was that he wanted more money, like the top acts they're getting now, like the Punks and the
fair,
which I think is a fair ask. And then it was just creative differences. We had the report of the EVP situation from what, like 6 months ago, almost a year ago, maybe. So we know they definitely lost some of their power and creative control. And it seems like at this point, to compound with other stuff we're hearing from, other wrestlers like Big Swole and Hikaru Shida, who's saying, or Miro, how there's no real structure in the company. There's no real structure, no creative. If you're not making something up on your own, you're shit out of luck. And I think, I don't know, whatever happened with that, and just this whole Cody situation to me feels like I feel like it all kind of comes down to the structure of the company, and there's something missing there. There's no cohesion within the upper. It's the Tony Khan show, and that's pretty much it. It's kind of
it was a company made amongst friends, and I don't think it's like they don't really have like a business sense. Like,
yeah, they don't.
Like, the Bucks. Everybody can say like they're business minded because they sold a lot of T-shirts, and it was just like, motherfucker, all they had to do was just dick ride the shit out of pro wrestling tees, and then they get it for the low. Like, I don't really think that really had to really do anything. It's not like it's self-made. Like, they just collaborated with some other dudes and they print it. Motherfucker, I could do that. With Kenny Omega, like, I don't even know. He just seems obsessed with just making the video game. And I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was like some other thing that came out. I don't know if it came out from Wade Keller, but like, it was just like Cody had a very different vision of AEW, but conflicting with the other EVPs, his vision never truly got, made, because they had, sort of different priorities. Like, Cody wanted to build up the brand and have new talent, and then the Bucks wanted to
put
sign
the young
folks.
guys over. Yeah, he wanted to put the young guys over that they had. If you look at his last,
that's just a report. That's just a report.
I mean, it shows. If you look at the last couple like matches and feuds he's had, it was with Sammy. It was with I guess Malachi to a degree. But he would definitely try to get some guys over to put them in that main event spot. And I guess we've joked about it a bajillion times on the show. There's the Cody verse, there's the Elite verse, there's the Elite verse, and then there's like whoever Tony Khan's favorites are, which seem to be now is like Britt Baker, Adam Cole, those guys, and you can see the lack of cohesion. So I feel like all three sets of those like parties have different visions.
Yeah,
and it shows on the show.
And I feel like those visions are definitely clashing, especially like just what we've heard about the women's division for like these past like couple years. Like,
we don't know who's in charge. They don't know who's in charge.
They don't know who's in charge, and then whenever there's criticisms of the women's division, nobody wants to take responsibility for it. But whenever there's like something that really positive happened, I produced that. I'm the one that did that. I'm the one that did that. Yeah. Don't let Kenny take credit for that. I did that one. And then when something bad happens, it's like, shit, I don't know what happened there.
You know what I mean? The skinny joint.
Yeah. Cody is gonna, he's gone. And, we heard about it that day. And then by the end of the day, a deal was struck, and everybody, and honestly, I still don't care about Cody, folks. I still don't. So everybody being like, oh, he's gonna go over there, and then who is he, gonna be put over? Oh my God, he's not gonna be he's not gonna be in the main event. He's not gonna be an upper mid carder. He's gonna go there and waste his time, motherfucker. I don't care. I don't give a shit what Cody does or what position in the card he's on. I really don't, because I still don't want to see Cody matches.
Yeah. I'm going. Did you see this coming? Did you like, out of all the people to jump ship first, were you expecting Cody?
For all the people to jump ship first, absolutely not Cody, because I thought that Cody was gonna go do his politician thing like he said he was gonna do a few years ago. Yeah. So I always felt like he was gonna leave AEW, but I didn't think he was gonna leave AEW to go back to BE.
Yeah, that's what my thing was. I thought if he was, it wasn't gonna be this fast. I mean, if you're the EVP of a company, and all of a sudden you up and leave,
amen.
You know what I mean?
Is it like people are just like, oh man, Cody gave up EVP, Chief Branding Officer, creative freedom, a lighter schedule, flexibility, all that to work with the WWE. What the fuck? And it's just like, yes. And does that not raise your eyebrow to look at AEW really funny? That like this person is willing to give up literally
all that,
like everything just to go back to the E, where he's not gonna be like, he's not gonna be a main eventer or upper mid carder. He's just gonna go back to the slot that he was before.
I think he'll be a main eventer. I think they'll put him in that spot.
I think a main eventer.
I don't think he gained enough cachet to the point where he's the main event guy.
Personally, I do think that he will be a upper mid card guy. Like he'll be up there with Sammy and them.
Okay.
That's how I feel. And then if not that, I was talking to Justin and stuff like that, and it was just like he's gonna possibly go over there and work with a lot of the people in 2.0 since he wants to put people over. There's the brand for you right there. Because there's a lot of people that there's a lot of people over there that needs to fall in love with wrestling.
I feel like Cody Rhodes might be too big for 2.0.
Well, he doesn't have to be on 2.0, but he could definitely help out with 2.0.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can see that. I'm sure he would.
Yeah.
But if he is trying to do the politician, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, go.
I suppose if he is trying to do the politician thing, I'm sorry. Like I know y'all want to talk about ratings or whatever, but there's way more eyes on WWE than there are on AEW. Let's keep it a stack. If this is a move to get closer towards the politician goal, which it seems like is a goal for him, I would much rather be on the show as watched by altogether per week, probably 4 million people, 5 million people, compared to a show that's probably maybe 1.5 million people a week. The numbers just make sense to me. I would rather be on the show where more eyes are going to see me.
Yeah, that could also be the move as well. And then I don't know, like if somebody is willing to give all that up and go back to the company where he was poorly treated, well, goddamn. And I listened to the A show and it was just like, Cody says he wants to get the money that Punk and Bryan are getting. Yes, he deserves it.
I say I don't even like dude. I say he deserves it. I'm never gonna say he put it on his back for the first year.
And then AEW doesn't have the money, and I'm just like, what the fuck did you spend it on? Fucking Danhausen, Brody King, fucking not doing jack shit with Miro. Y'all motherfuckers signed Layla Hirsch.
We're on Layla Hirsch.
I don't like Layla Hirsch. That's why. You signing Tony Nese. I'm not gonna trash the Keith Lee thing, but you signed a lot of these motherfuckers, and it was just like, oh, suddenly you ain't got the pockets for Cody. You ain't got enough pockets for the EVP, but you signing all these fucking, just anybody off the fucking street.
We just heard rumors earlier. Well, I don't know if the rumor, it seemed like they pretty much confirmed that Buddy Murphy is signing on with AEW, which that wouldn't make sense. I don't make sense to me. Listen, right? Because the joke about Buddy Murphy is that he's Kenny Omega Light. You got regular Kenny Omega already at home. Why would you go get Kenny Omega Light? It's the same. Because
Kenny Omega Light body isn't fucking destroyed. That's why.
That's fair. I don't know, bro.
No, but like you just lost your EVP, then you just like, we gonna come back. We gonna sign fucking Buddy Mathers or whatever Matthews, whatever the fuck his name is. Like, what? Are you serious? And then if they can't pay Cody, what the fuck they paying Keith Lee right now?
Keith Lee probably getting a bag. Good for him.
But like, what are they paying him? Like that shit must be crazy.
Probably.
Fucking, I don't even. Danhausen might be getting a way bigger bag than he should be getting. Brody King too, and I'm only saying them because they're the most recent signings.
Yeah, I would say Cole probably got a big bag. Bryan probably got a big bag. Punk obviously got a big bag. Like those were the. Yeah, I think all the new signings probably got way bigger bags than whatever and then re-ups are coming. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where they go. This might not be the only person within these couple months. Might be some more people.
Man. Free Hangman, free Wardlow, free Jamie, free Jade Cargill, free Lee Moriarty. Even though he has a really good match tonight, and I think they could do. I feel like if they wanted to put him on, they absolutely can, and then that would be fantastic for him. But free Lee Moriarty. Who else do I feel like needs to go? Well, that's about who?
Free private party.
I'm good. Bring Malachi Black back, please. Free the boy. Pac wasted his time. Free the boy. Hey man, if I'm an AEW wrestler right now, I'm hoping I get to try out, especially if I'm one of Cody's boys.
Kind of concerned for some of Cody's boys. I don't know where Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson go from here. I don't even know where Arn Anderson goes from here.
Motherfucker, nowhere. Fuck the Nightmare Factory. But like people like Red Velvet, Nyla,
another
Jade. Who else was like posting pics, saying thank you to Cody. Now Eddie Kingston was just like, oh, what the fuck? Why didn't you just text him personally? You know, like, you a fucking weird nigga. Who else is Red Velvet, Nyla Rose, Jade. Who are some of the men that are like with or like one of Cody's boys? I can't even think of them right now.
Lee Johnson, Fuego del Sol, Sammy.
Nigga,
Sammy's
Fuego.
Good. Sammy's probably good in a good spot.
Yeah. So if you're not one of them elite boys, or you never really saw eye to eye with them elite folks coming in, hey man, pray. I'm especially praying for Nyla Rose, because you remember when she faced Riho, and then Kenny Omega had to come out and be like, hey, chill out now. That shit is very telling. You don't remember that? When they had the first one, so Riho gets the win, and then Nyla Rose gets pissed, and then Kenny Omega comes out trying to calm her down. You don't remember that? Watch it back.
I don't remember that.
Watch it back. But any more thoughts on this? I ain't got no more to say.
Hey man, I've been critical of Cody Rhodes for probably like 10 years now, but shout out to him, man. He said what he's gonna do. He said, I'm gonna leave WWE, get my cachet up, get my clout up, and I'm gonna come back and get a bag. And it all worked out in the end. He's back in the WWE. Good for him. Maybe he'll wrestle Seth at WrestleMania. We'll probably see him on Raw on Monday or SmackDown.
I really feel like him getting a Mania match is definitely part of that contract negotiation.
For sure. It's probably going to be a big match. It might be Seth, man. I don't see what else Seth could do.
Yeah, I mean, they
throw him in the Roman match, but I don't think they're going to do that. So
I fucking wish. But what is it? They said that what is it? It was supposed to be Shane and Rollins, but Shane got his ass dug. Stupid ass boy. But yeah, that's it on that. I guess we could talk about the Miro on the Angle podcast really quick. So AEW gives folks their creative freedom. That is part of their little contract thingy. And Miro kind of just had this to say about the differences between WWE and AEW. The biggest difference, first, the creative. There is no writers in AEW. We just have Tony Khan that writes things. But on a day-to-day basis, you pretty much are in charge of your own writing. This man is nowhere to be seen. So how is this? No, he's not.
Are we sure? Oh, I know he said he's been cleared for a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, he said I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting for creative. But it's just like, if you write your own creative day to day, and then you still have to answer to Tony Khan, then like, what's the point of having your quote unquote creative freedom, or like this creative freedom that apparently every AEW wrestler has got since Miro down?
I don't know. I mean, I understand it. My concern, not even with Miro, is just like
everybody.
You can't. If what Big Swole was talking about, it's what I was talking about earlier about kind of just the culture and structure over there. That's cool for some wrestlers, but for other wrestlers, they kind of need, they need that support. They need some people can't get their stories out the way they want to. That's what you have, writers for. In a sense, like. If you can't come up with your own shit, you're shit out of luck. No matter how good you are, how good you can tell a story in the ring. If you can't come up with your own wacky storyline, then I guess. And unless you're one of the favorites, I'm sure he has stuff panned out. But that's probably why we see so much Punk and Brian outside of them being big stars, because they know how to tell their creative minds. They know how to tell stories. But some of these young guys who haven't been in the business long enough, what are they supposed to do? You know what I mean?
When these motherfuckers started and they were just like, yeah, we don't have a creative team. We just got a group chat. And I said, yeah, these niggas cooked, bruh. I wish the Hikaru Shida like little thread didn't like get lost in the shuffle of all the news, but she was for real telling it how it was, bruh. She was just like, yeah, what is it? A lot of us Japanese talent are just kind of like shit out of luck because, you know, not a lot of us speak English or anything like that. So it's really hard to tell our story coming out to Tony Khan. Motherfucker, I be chilling and catering. When she said that, I was just like, yeah, she fed up, bro. But had to dial it back and be like, nah, I fuck with you here, bro. got the Tony, this is Tony Khan text.
This is TK.
Yeah. And hey, man. What is the creative freedom if you still have to go through somebody? Like what it like is
he still has to say okay. You know what I mean? He can't just do whatever.
I know, but like people act like, you know, creative freedom is, oh, you can just go out there and do your thing. But that's not the case. And we're seeing it here because a lot of people are fighting for TV and shit. A lot of people, because there's just too many people on the fucking roster.
There's a lot of people on the roster.
So like, how do you truly dictate like what you put on? And honestly, we see some people have like their little creative freedom on the show, and it's some of the worst shit on the television. We see the Bucks do their little thing with Brandon Cutler every goddamn week, and it's terrible.
Anytime I see the young Bucks or like Kenny, not Kenny, but like Kenny at the time, Cole, all those guys, I just roll my eyes like, are they gonna do something corny? I already know it. Usually it is.
It's always something corny. The HFO, like that doesn't even sound like a good stable. Yeah. Like it's just a bunch of fucking letters, and they're doing just some of the stupidest like shit that just truly makes no sense. We got Pac being fake blind. We got Malachi Black waiting on a new member for fucking what, bro? Go chase a tag title, bro. What the fuck you waiting for a new member for?
He wants a TNT title.
What's that? What? Hey, if he wants the TNT fucking title, then he'll go fucking get it. He wouldn't fucking have his boy with him. He would have just got it already, or at least aim for it. Motherfucker was spitting on goddamn what is it? Varsity Blondes in them instead of trying to chase the bag. But yeah, everything else is just like whatever. The Britt Baker shit is terrible. But yeah, that's about it. I don't really know what to do with the rest of these folks in AEW. Do you really want to talk about this part? Kyle O'Reilly speaking of his NXT exit.
I don't think it was necessary. I put that in there before all the other news came out, and then like everything.
What is it? Because this is like him on the Renee Young podcast or whatever, and then he does the man, you know, they don't love it in 2.0, so I had to leave. You know, it ain't like the Broadway it used to be. Now it's sports. So yeah, we're done with that. And then we already spoke on Buddy Matthews possibly being a prospect, and motherfucker, I don't I don't care, bro. There's too many people on the AEW roster for like me to care about new signings. But all right. We're gonna switch it up and we're gonna get into NXT 2.0.
He just punched himself to fire himself up. Boom! Falling right into the cover. Creeds have won the Dusty Cup. Here are the winners of the 2022 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, the Creed Brothers.
All right. You ready to level up, boy?
We'll watch it on Friday.
Yeah, I'm a tap into. I mean, I did the same for Rampage, so we'll see
Well, Rampage is at 7 today. I mean 7 on Friday.
No, I mean I watched Rampage when it was like his new thing, so I'll see how long I can keep up with Level Up.
I will say I've been tapping into 205 Live the last couple of weeks just to see what's going on. It's like 20 minutes, so like you can zoom through it. But I heard this show gonna be a full hour, so we're gonna see how many episodes actually on. Yeah, so yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of video packages and stuff. It's probably gonna be like Velocity. Probably like 3 matches.
Yeah, that's fine. We were told by a special someone that there is a diamond prospect on Level Up, so that's great. The criticism that Level Up got, I was just like, oh my lord, you motherfuckers are like out of this world. Oh, they're irate. Oh, go ahead. You probably heard the same shit I heard.
Well, for the first one, I heard like they're erasing Triple H's legacy again with 205 Live, even though people have been asking for them to change the name of the show for a year now. But
yeah, then they kept showing people who aren't 205, and then they were complaining, why is it still called 205?
I know.
Like, you can't make motherfuckers happy, bro.
But that, and then the people were like, oh, so this is NXT version of AEW Dark. I'm like, no, man, this ain't the first time they've done a developmental show in wrestling. Like this is no different from Velocity or like Jacked or Metal from like the 90s. Like not everything is AEW's influence. Like this ain't the first time this has happened before. It's just silly stuff like that. But you know how that goes with NXT. But yeah, Level Up. I'll tap in this Friday. We'll see what's going
on. Yeah, should be good. All right. Vengeance Day. I got my friend to watch the friend that I was watching the Royal Rumble with. I got him to watch Vengeance Day, and he's tapped in. So I think that's amazing. he's tapped in like a motherfucker. But let's start. We got Pete Dunne and Tony D'Angelo in the weaponized steel cage. How'd you feel about this match?
I liked it. I liked this match. A lot didn't take I can't even speak. What's his name? Tony D'Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to do a lot of wrestling moves, just a lot of brawling, a lot of weapon shots, so it was fine. Pete Dunne was definitely on his more sadistic side this match. It reminded me, some spots reminded me of Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy when Randy Orton was doing with the stuff with the screwdriver. Pete Dunne had the wrench, and he was like wrenching it, like a literal wrench, and then wrenching Tony D'Angelo's fingers back. Yo, what's up with NXT's tables, bro? I know we discussed this before, but it's just like when people land on them, they just disintegrate into the air.
Hey, yo,
I'm like, yo, what the hell?
If you want to know what we are talking about, go back to War Games. Watch Grayson Waller do his infamous elbow drop that like shook the world. This motherfucker was feeling himself like shit. But watch how that table shoots out.
Explode.
And like, hey man, I'm not trying to be conspiracy theory, man. But I think I saw some powder coming up with that shit. Like that table just burst. Okay. But yeah, same deal here. Hey man.
It was literally disintegrated.
AEW could barely get tables to break or anything to break.
They didn't talk to everything, guys.
But everything falls apart in goddamn 2.0. Yeah, weaponized steel cage. I thought it was really good. The only thing that I didn't enjoy about this match was like kind of like the finish, because I felt like the bitter end should have been it. But instead we get bitter end kick out. Tony D'Angelo does his finisher, and then Pete Dunne kicks out, and then Pete Dunne does like the thing to the back of the neck, and then does his finisher again. And I was just like, that wasn't needed. It really wasn't.
I don't think it was, but I'm assuming that was the feud ender. I pray that was the feud ender.
Yeah.
So they wanted to end it with a bang, a definitive win. I
guess.
Like,
I know that Pete Dunne did it like on the table, but I don't feel like that was truly intentional, because commentary barely sold it as if it was done on the table. So I didn't need it. I didn't really need that part, but the match was fine. I really did enjoy it. I don't know where Tony D'Angelo goes here, but good fucking luck, brother. Cause hey man, people's looking at us crazy when we say he was the worst looking one in the War Games, bro. Going into it and coming out, this man is not looking great right now. Yeah, that was all good and fun. Next up, we got Grayson Waller aligning himself with the feds. What?
Police came out the police car, a big old smile on his face. Real nasty work.
Oh boy, running with the feds. What? I said, yeah, this ain't my nigga, man. And then
over here, officer.
And they're gonna go over there to arrest LA Knight, and I thought it was hilarious, honestly.
This is so dumb. It took them a week to arrest them.
Yeah, right.
It's like they booked the NXT world where like once the show's over, like the world stops.
Oh yeah.
First Shorty didn't cancel the card until the day of the show. Like, yo, you had all week to cancel that credit card, and then this week, like, we're gonna wait till next week to arrest you, even though you broke, the restraining order 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. What they should have done, it should have been like when JBL got Cena arrested. That shit would have been fire, bro. But nah, so the police are there, they're ready to get LA Knight, and then they're reading off the contract or like the restraining order. And like you said, you would think he would have read this shit a couple weeks ago, but he finally decides to read it tonight. It is just like, oh, you can't touch me, but like it really says that we couldn't touch each other. And LA Knight was just throwing papers. I don't even think there was print on any of them.
Yeah, it was like 6 pages of paper for no reason. Like, you don't need 6 papers to say all that.
Yeah, and I feel like restraining orders are either a lot longer than 6 pages or a lot less than 6 pages.
Yeah.
But as soon as they did that, LA Knight in his bag, kind of underselling that, but that motherfucker's in his bag as always.
Oh, he's so over right now. It's crazy.
Dog, I know a lot of people were like groaning and throwing up when he was getting Stone Cold comparisons, but let me tell you,
at least in that building, he's Stone Cold. You know how MJF said he's Piper in Portland? That's LA Knight is Piper in the CWC.
I know motherfuckers was groaning and being like, "Oh, y'all niggas overdoing it." But if he would have hit the turnbuckle and threw 2 middle fingers up, my vision would have been a lot different. I would have been seeing some bald nigga, bro. So I thought that segment was really nice. LA Knight in his bag, and then they're gonna get the match: Grayson Waller and LA Knight. I know we've been calling for the curtain call of a lot of the NXT superstars, but LA Knight and Roderick Strong definitely have to be like some of the folks that like leave. I like that Ciampa in this show. I know we're going to talk about it later, but I like that Ciampa on this show is kind of like that bridge between NXT and the main shows. Just like how Grayson Waller was, but I liked it a lot here. Grimes versus Carmelo Hayes, man. He was right. How do you feel about this one?
You saw that video of them all them kids in the school watching that match. That was me.
Oh yeah, that was so hard.
Jumping out my chair. I was like, let's go. Yeah, this match was great. I love this match.
So about that video, I really did have the same reaction that those kids had, because the setup for his finisher makes a lot more sense. Because instead of just being like, oh, I'm gonna get up mad wobbly and I'm just never gonna put my head up. He does like the snap. When he did the snap on the ropes and then set up for it, I was just like, oh, that's genius.
Yeah, it makes it look more real, a lot more realistic.
Yeah, like
it's already a silly. It's already a silly kind of move, so at least somewhat realistic.
Yeah, I like how you set it up, but I wish he had a different finisher.
A couple of the NXT 2.0 rookies, they need some new finishers. But I hate when, because I don't want to just be an episode where we shit on AEW all night, but like when Adam Cole did the Panama Sunrise, the guy's bent over for like 30 seconds. Like, bro, come on, man. Like,
yeah, I think there was something like it on 2.0, like
with Escobar.
Like there was something that was happening on the ropes. Actually, it was in this match. It was kind of done a lot better than what we see normally. But like when Grimes kind of got like caught on the ropes, and then he was like holding on for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Rather than him just being like Yeah, come and get me, bruh. Yeah.
Yo, the most egregious one I ever saw, real quick, was Bandito. It's a Ring of Honor show. This man did like a cartwheel, like a quarter way through the ring, did a front flip, and then did the move. The dude just hanging off the second rope, waiting. I swear to God, the move took a whole minute, and the dude just sitting there like this.
That's
what are we doing?
That's a lot of Bandito's offense, and that's why I struggle.
Yeah, that was
not really jive. But this match was really good. I think Cameron Grimes did a really great job of getting over Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes did a really good job of holding his own in this match. I'm very curious where Grimes goes after this, honestly. I know we're going to say the C phrase.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not even going to say it.
All right. We're not going to say
I don't think he is. Not yet, at least.
Okay. Really great stuff, honestly, from both these two. I don't really have much to say besides that. I thought the match was like really good.
Go watch it. Match of the night for sure.
What? You thought like this one was the match of the night?
Yeah. What else was there? Better than this? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm about to say that. You're right. You're right.
The Dusty Cup Finals, baby.
No, I like this better than the finals. I do like this better than the
for
finals.
real? Oh man.
Yeah, I do.
The Creed brothers and MSK is my match of the night, and let's get into it. The cut of Dusty Rhodes doing his little speech. This was like the Tears of Joy opening, talking about tag team wrestling, and then the DJ started cutting up. I was just like, hey, okay. And
then he flipped the American Dream song into the fucking MSK.
Yeah, that shit started. It started sounding like some Memphis shit. I was like, hey, you gonna get Project Pat up on this, bruh? I thought it was really hard. And then we get the Diamond Mine. You should never give up. You should, motherfucker. And then we really in this. I thought this match was everything that I thought it would be. Just Diamond Mine, just doing some insanely athletic stuff and just being extremely violent. And then MSK brought the violence too.
Yeah, the push shooting star move to the outside. Mm-hmm. That was a wild ass spot. That was pretty good. I don't think I've never seen them do that before. They might have done that in Impact before, but I never seen it when they did it from like the outside going outwards. Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah,
I thought that was hard, and I thought the setup was really cool because they make it seem very improvised with him just
he was
shouting.
Like, push me, push me,
like loud as shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
I do have something to say. Julius Creed, he might be one of them guys. Julius Creed, I like this kid a lot. Brutus is cool, but Julius, he might be that one of them dudes.
Personally, I don't have a preference. I think both these motherfuckers are insane. I think they're really, really good.
They're genuinely my favorite wrestlers right now. I love these guys. I really do. I want these guys.
One of my favorite tag teams.
Easily.
I'm ready for them to be tag champs and really just go after everybody. And I really need NXT. I know it might be hard and at this current time, but I'm gonna need Pretty Deadly to come over. I need to see the match. Pretty Deadly with the Creeds, bro.
Ooh.
The violent athlete, the violent college athletes versus the brolic sexy niggas. Hard body. I need it. And then the Bivens promos between the both of them were going to be hilarious. Yeah, man, I really like this a lot. I think MSK brought a lot of the violence in the early part of this match. The kicks, the spring, the kicks, the offense, the tandem offense that MSK had, they were there. I forget who started the match, but they were rocking the shit out of that boy, bro.
I think it was Julius.
Okay, they was rocking the shit out of that.
He get his ass whooped for a little while, and then Brutus came in for the hot tag.
Mm-hmm. So, really good stuff. It might be reversed, but whatever. My report remains the same. I thought this match was really good, and then when the singlet straps come down, bruh, the match is up, bruh. Hit him with the crazy, sliding lariat. I think that's a fantastic finisher.
I love that move. It fits them so perfect, especially if Brutus is the one doing it because he's such a big dude.
I love the clothesline finisher. Clothesline from hell. What is it? Piping bomber. What fucking ever is just a killer
Okada's
clothesline.
Thing, the Rainmaker.
Oh yeah, the Rainmaker is great.
Fire. I do love a good lariat.
Really good stuff. So the Creed brothers, man, they are Dusty Cup winners. I think it sucks that MSK didn't get like that 2-time accolade, but it doesn't hurt them at all. And I think
Grizzled young veterans don't win it next year, I swear to God, they better win it. I swear they better win it next year. Enough is enough.
I hope so. Yeah, man, they win it. It is all up from here. I cannot wait for Imperium versus the Creeds. I didn't put it down here, but after they win that, I wish they would have just had the face off, honestly, but we get Imperium in a segment after, and they're just like, oh, well, you won, but you want an ass whooping.
You feel me?
See you soon, bitch.
and then Oos number 3, my boy, our guy Solo Sikoa came out. Hey, man, what's up?
After that match, I said, "Hey, it's up."
He got our respect after the Boa match. But yeah, he comes out, confronts Gunther, and he's like, "Look,
hey, Boa did too, but we need to see what's next with Boa because somebody got the better end of the stick here."
He on level up. We gonna see him on level up. I'm telling you that right now. That boy is leveling up.
Okay, but we gonna get the Lost Oos versus Gunther.
Do you think this leads to a 6-man with Solo and the Usos against Imperium?
Are the Usos still tag team champions currently?
Yes.
Do they look like they're gonna lose their next title defense?
Maybe they might.
Who are they facing?
They're facing Viking Raiders on Saturday. They could lose that.
I'm gonna say 25% on.
Why can't they go down there as the tag champions?
Because he the Lost Oos.
So
hey man, his story falls apart as soon as the Uso shows up.
But everybody knows.
Because everybody knows, but this motherfucker was just like, my family forgotten me. They abandoned me. I had to get it on my own. And then his family shows up. And he don't hit the where the fuck y'all been? I think it'd be weird. They already hit that he I feel like they kind of dug their heels on him being kind of like a lone wolf. So I think it'd be weird if the Usos showed up. That's just me.
But it's so blatantly obvious that he sounds like them. He looks like them.
I'm just going what the TV is telling me. I'm not opposed to it happening. But this motherfucker being like, my family forgot me. This shit, I had to get it out of the mud. And then the Usos just show up.
Like your daddy ate a Hall of Famer. We know who your daddy is.
I'm saying,
come on, man.
But I do think that it would be cool because NXT has been getting a lot of us, just singles competitors coming through. So I think it'd be a cool, kind of mix to get. Oh wait, they also had Riddle in that tag match. But I think it would be cool to get like somebody who's in another person who's in the tag division to like come through.
A full-on tag team, yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. And maybe we could get somebody that's on the women's to come next. I don't know who, because I think both of the women's rosters are just like Bianca was just there. Don't send her back. Rhea was just there. Yeah. Don't send her back. Do not send. What is it? Don't send Doudrop. She's. I know she skipped NXT, but don't send Doudrop. Carmella. How long she was down there?
Who Liv?
Oh, I meant Doudrop. No, motherfucker, do not send Liv down there.
Then Liv.
Nigga, don't send Liv down there. There's really nobody that in the women's division that I would currently want to go down there because a lot of them just got out of there.
Asuka. I wouldn't mind seeing Asuka go down there.
Asuka would be cool, but shit, I gotta see Asuka first. I'm not gonna say she's gonna be in 2.0 without like seeing her in a really long time.
Or Alexa.
Alexa would be cool. I like Alexa.
She's a bit down there. I don't think she's. Been down there
Who's
a long
on?
time.
You can't send Shane on. She was. I know it's
Keep
been
her
a
away.
minute, but she was just
Keep
there.
her away.
bro.
Nah. Keep her away. I say, yeah, Alexa could go down there.
Yeah, Alexa would be cool. I would say that. I can't think of anybody else. Motherfucker, if I see Natalia or Tamina, bruh, Shawn Michaels, you gotta see me, bruh.
Maybe Nikki Ash. It's been a while since you've been on NXT as well.
I think Nikki Ash, I'm not in love with this character, so I'm good on it, but we never seen her in this, like, kind of like iteration. So I think it'd be whatever she like went through. I think it'd be fine if she went through. Who else? I guess you could send Carmella and Zelina.
Carmella hasn't been down there in a long time, so she could definitely go down there.
I wouldn't be mad if she went. If Bayley wants to go down and she's not doing anything fantastical when she comes back.
Was just there though. Wasn't she just there?
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man. There's not a lot of the women because a lot of the women just got out of there. I don't want y'all to go back. But moving on, we got Braun Breaker versus Santos Escobar. This one's a nah for me.
Yeah, this one was definitely a in the middle. I gave it a strong 3 out of 5. It was kind of weirdly paced, and I really didn't. You know what it was? I didn't care because I know there were no way Santos Escobar was gonna win because he hadn't looked like a threat in the last 2 months. So I knew what this match was, and I think the energy in the room even kind of said it. Like, we know what this is gonna be. Only part that popped the crowd was when Dolph Ziggler super kicked Braun. That was pretty much it.
And you know what's crazy? Everything that you said right now, my friend watched NXT for the very first time, and he felt the exact same. He was just like, this match was like whatever until the super kick happens.
Yeah, because it wasn't believable. Also, Braun needs a new finish. I will say that spear he does looks real good. The thing with
military
Braun Breaker,
press, no.
Yeah, I don't. It's not a good finisher at all. I know it's the Goldberg tribute thing, but it's not working.
It needs to be a signature.
Yeah, I'd rather him do the sign recliner every match or that spear be his finisher. But I feel like too many of the guys there's too many spear finisher guys, so maybe not. But he's a real explosive dude. So the moves he does, like even like Braun Breaker's like clotheslines, like he just like runs through dude. It's not even like
give him a lariat.
It's kind of hard to explain. I wouldn't be mad at that.
If they was gonna give him the Shingo Piven bomber or Axe bomber, I'll be cool with that. But yeah, man, this match, honestly, I didn't want to disrespect it by putting it into the quick hits, but I really don't feel anything for this match.
Yeah, the match was whatever to me.
And like you said, like Santos was not gonna win this because they already moved on to show who the next two challengers possibly are going to be.
Yeah.
Week 3 into the feud. And then neither Ciampa or Ziggler looked at Santos and it was just like, oh, yeah, I'll beat your ass too if you get it.
Yeah.
Like there was they never confronted him or, because
didn't even acknowledge him for that. The whole promo, they didn't even acknowledge him. He had to interfere. He just made him like a chump, like a joke. Like nobody.
Yeah, and I mean, and right after the Zion Quinn shit, he absolutely is. Like they should have, like we said, they should have rehabbed him first before they threw him into this. Because soon as he started talking to Braun Breaker, I was just like, yeah, this shit throwaway. This shit just to get some days and some, defense in.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. Moving on. We got, Ciampa Ziggler who did their thing outside of the match, and they had their little spat on Raw. That's whatever. And sorry, folks, I know it's going to seem like all the women's stuff got shoved to the side, but it kind of did. So we get Toxic Attraction and versus Persia and Indy. I thought this match was okay, but the crowd was not. The crowd was not. When they were chanting, "We want Gigi," I was just like, "Oh, okay, you niggas is horny. That's all you guys are."
Speaking of, you see that fan in the front row?
And that's the problem with you niggas. Niggas is horny.
he his whole neck. He broke his neck to go look at Gigi from behind. I caught that live, but he got caught in 4K on the timeline.
Personally, I'm doing the same. Because how many times is you gonna see Gigi Dolan?
I'm turning my whole body. I ain't turning my neck. You don't know I look. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker wheeling chair. Spinning on these things like it's a laundry bag. Amari Miller and Wendy Chu are walking backstage, and Amari Miller says she already has a tag partner. I think it's going to be Tiffany Stratton in the Dusty Classic for the women. And then Wendy Chu needs a partner, and then she finds Dakota Kai in some really fire ass goggles, bro.
Oh, goggles are hard.
She was just like Chief Key. What?
I don't think it'll be Tiffany. I think Mari's partner could be Last Legend because they've been teaming on 205 for a little while. It might be Last Legend.
Cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, Winnie Chu needs a partner. Winnie Chu is just like, hey man, if you ain't got nobody, hey man, turn up. And Dakota Kai is doing her weird thing. So
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
She was slagging, but I hate that she had to
imaginary
do that.
friend. You have an imaginary friend now. If we're doing, come
on, man. If she not gonna be breakdancing with the imaginary friend like it was little Jimmy, then I don't care for it, bro. I'm good. Io and Kaylee Ray, they're having a lot of fun breaking things. And then is Zoe Stark okay? She's not in crutches. She fine? She cleared? She good?
I think she still has the brace on. I don't think she's clear yet.
Oh, okay.
She tore her MC. When did she tear that? How long has it been?
Did it happen at War Games? No, it didn't. Did it happen before?
It was before War Games. It was before War Games.
Man, shit,
she might be ready nowadays with like current technology and like. She
got the Rey Mysterio plug.
Yeah, it took like 6 months. 6 months to come back from ACL. You straight? You know what I mean? You'd be good to go.
They didn't show her leg or show her on crutches, so I'm gonna assume she's fine. I didn't watch last week. I don't know, so I don't know if anything showed anything different. But
I don't remember if she had crutches or not. I'll be honest.
I don't know, guys. So it seems like Kaylee Ray and Io Shirai are gonna team up. I'm not sure about that, or they're gonna run the 6-women tag with Zoe Stark, Io, Kaylee Ray, and Toxic Attraction while all the women fight for their right to be tag team champion or like get that tag team championship opportunity. That sounds fair. That sounds smart.
Yeah, I mean,
Raquel Gonzalez and Cora Jade are training. I thought the segment was kind of whatever. I think to me, it seems like it's gonna be that SpongeBob thing where you push the motherfucker too hard, or like when SpongeBob was pushing Gary too hard, and then when it was game day, that motherfucker started snorting,
smoking,
swerving, leaving skid marks on the track. Sorry, SpongeBob is hilarious. If that happens, I think it'd be hilarious, honestly. And then for the Dusty Classic, who are our heel teams?
I don't know who any. I don't even know who the teams are in the thing so far. Is there even like any kind of bracket?
No, and you know how I feel about that already. But we'll probably see it next week. But either next week or like probably like on Friday during Level Up, they'll like show us a bracket or like announce that there's a bracket, or they'll just tweet it. Whatever, something we'll know probably around Friday. But who are our heel teams? Because if Toxic Attraction is not going to be in it, who the hell are our heel teams? And I'm not even sure if Indian Persia are going to be in it because they'll be in it.
They said they're going to be in it, so they'll be in it. I guess they're heels. Are they heels?
No,
I'm not even sure if they're heels.
They are their own. They are gray.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them.
Caden Carter and Casey. The way they take everybody outside is very heelish, but you know they're portrayed as faces. Kaylee Ray and Io and Zoe face. Cora Jade and Raquel.
Well, Raquel was kind of a heel, wasn't she?
She's not gonna heal. She gonna heal it up with Cora.
I don't know. It seems like there's no heels or faces in the women's division over there, so it doesn't even matter.
Mm-hmm. I think, fellas, I think we just found a glaring flaw in the women's division.
No, I don't know who.
Like the only heels that we have is Tiffany Stratton.
It's in Toxic Attraction. That's it.
Yeah. Wendy Chu and
no
Dakota
heels.
Kai. I don't think they're going to be a heel team.
I mean, I don't even know if Dakota's a heel or not. I can't really tell. I guess she's a heel.
She's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it's very problematic if you look at her having her mental issues and calling her a heel, my brother.
I think it's problematic. It's also corny.
Yeah, it's very corny. But yeah, I think we just found a glaring flaw in the women's division on the fly. But that is it for NXT 2.0. Went a little bit over time, but that is fine. Let's get into AEW.
Say, Come on, Matt, make him say, Make him say, This is a good teaching lesson. I'm gonna tell you the most important thing that was ever told to me. Make him say,
Nothing's win. Oh, they did win. Wow. Okay, look at the highlights. Okay.
You're not supposed to talk during the break time, so I can cut the thing.
You're gonna know when it's there. Come on, bro.
God, come on. Anyways, let's get into AEW. We start out the show with CM Punk sitting crisscross applesauce in the ring. I cut on the stream and I saw that and I said, "Oh, brother, we're in this for a long one."
But it was good. I liked that promo.
I felt like, to me personally, I am, it is like the later half is fine when he finally said, like, this is what I want. When he finally stated his demands for like the match that he wanted, I was just like, okay, we're getting here. Because to me, like a lot of these promos between MJF and CM Punk that personally I'm just tired of. There's just like a lot of talking, dancing around the point, or like not expressing like what do you want. Like you clearly want revenge, but you're talking about all sorts of shit.
He had to get his shit off. He had some stuff he had on his chest he wanted to get off.
I don't care. But we're gonna get the dog collar match at Revolution, and I think that's gonna be cool. For some reason, did something happen last week? Why is MJF speechless?
I don't remember.
I don't like why was he speechless? Why didn't he say anything?
I'm not really sure. Now that you mentioned it, I don't know why he was speechless. I guess he was just scared. I don't know. What happened last week?
So terrified of having a caller. Well, if you put that freak shit on.
Yeah, have you ever seen CM Punk Jimmy Rave dog collar match?
No, but I've seen their steel cage match. That was cool.
Yeah, it was good.
I lost that DVD though, and I'm fucking tight about it because I thought that shit was hard.
Which one?
It was. I have two CM Punk DVDs. There's one that's like the Summer of Punk, and then there's like the one that's just like the Icon or something. Like it's just like a compilation DVD.
A compilation, yeah.
And I lost one of them, and it had that match on it.
Well, it probably wasn't Summer of Punk because the dog. It was like early. It was early Ring of Honor. That was like one of the first like big feuds. I remember. I think was the first time I heard of him. But yeah, I thought the promo was cool. It wasn't. They didn't do a whole bunch of references to stuff most people don't know about. They kind of kept it, on
because MJF didn't say anything, and I felt like it definitely would have got there if he would have.
But Punk just as big as offender as he is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I was cool with this, and I'm looking forward to that match. Actually, I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
As much I like the original, so this one I'm sure gonna get real brutal, and I'm cool with that. It should be
only nitpick that I have about this segment. This is a very much a nitpick. It doesn't really, say anything about like the show or whatever. But when I was at the Dua Lipa show and then Keith Lee debuted, great friend, Pat, RNC friend, RNC Watch. He said, "Do you like AEW now since since Keith Lee debuted?" Like that was something that he literally texted me. And I said, "No, and if you text me again, I'm gonna block you." But production, the photo that CM Punk held up, you could have thrown that bitch on the big screen. Y'all could go to Office Max and get that scan and get it like, in the file so y'all can put it up on the big screen. Because when he put it up, I had to squint.
They don't really use. I don't think they really use that big screen, do they? When you went, did they use that big screen? I don't know. It's there. When you went, did they use it?
They use it for backstage segments, but not for all of them though.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Because excuse me, Miro had a that show that in Miami. Miro had a segment. Hikaru Shida had a backstage brawl. The Inner Circle had something, and Britt Baker had something. I think you can guess who did not get the backstage stuff in out of those four.
Yeah, right.
So they don't use it a lot, and I'm just like, what the fuck's up with y'all? But yeah, that's it. Moving on. We got Bryan Danielson versus Lee Moriarty, and I will say I see it for Lee Moriarty now. I thought this match was much better than, the match that I felt was a piss break.
You gotta be careful though, because he's wrestling Bryan Danielson, and I, like I said before, myself and Bryan Danielson could probably have a good match. I've never wrestled in my life.
You're right, but I'm not going to discredit him here. I definitely thought he did some cool stuff. He also, Bryan definitely entertained some of the stupid indie shit that they probably do.
I like that. I know what spot you're talking about. I like that spot. It's like an old school spot though. It's not even like an indie. It's like an old school European.
What spot do you think I'm talking
when they were on the headstand and they were slapping each other?
Yeah, that shit's stupid. Stop doing that.
That's an old spot. That's an old
no, that shit's
spot.
stupid.
I'm not mad at that one.
Some fucking Mark saw World of Sport and was like, yeah, let's do that.
It is a silly spot though.
That shit is stupid. Because I'm not gonna try to fight you in that fucking position. Get me out of that. My first thought is I have to get out of this. Not, I'm gonna slap the shit out you.
Well, if you slap him hard enough, I might get him out of it.
That's it. I guess that's the difference from an American Dragon and me. But I thought the match was really good. I thought it really was.
That was a really good match.
I'm not going to discredit Lee Moriarty here. Yes, he is with the greatest wrestler in the fucking planet, galaxy, generation. But I definitely thought he did some really cool stuff. So good shit. Definitely highlighting his debut. And I'm praying when Bryan starts his little Cobra Kai faction, he is truly a part of it. And he is truly having really good matches.
Do you think they're really going to do that faction? I feel like they have to now. After they mentioned it and people got so hyped for it, I feel like they have to do this. Mm-hmm. They can't back out.
Don't cancel me, please. I know what I'm going to say is going to shock you, but when I was listening to Jim Cornette talk about it,
oh no,
and they mentioned that Bryan mentioned because he's supposed to be playing heel, and we said it too, but he was supposed to be playing heel, and then they were just like, "Nah, we gonna put people on," and then AEW crowd was just like, "Fuck yeah!" So they have to do it. They really have to. I think Jon Moxley, or the person behind the character or whatever, I think it would be very dumb for him to not accept this offer. And we get Moxley coming out, kind of, talking about the history that he has with Daniel Bryan, really great. But once again, just like the CM Punk thing, what are you trying to get at though?
Look, if we gonna be a team first, we gotta shed some blood against each other first. I felt like he should have said that a lot, but just nitpick. That's not because I do think that because just like I said, 2 weeks ago, I am very invested in this. I am very because if they get this shit off, motherfucker, I'll buy the shirt. I'll buy the shirt if the logo fire. Yeah. I got faith in Bryan. Everything Bryan done so far since he's been there has been good. So. Mm-hmm. I'm with it.
I'm greatly looking forward to this, and what we're talking about is Moxley did not want to give his answer yet to agreeing to be part of Daniel Bryan's coaching thing, but he wants to bleed with him before he team with him, and I hope I hope it's not team with him as if we're gonna try to be tag champs. Because I really want them to instead of teaming to be tag champs, I want them to team together to coach folks. Or
I want them to be tag champs.
You know what? I do too. But I'm really like, my true interest in this is truly them, putting people like, hey man, I'm trying to see it for Wheeler Yuta, brother. I already see it for Daniel Garcia, but I'm trying to see it more for Daniel Garcia. Lee Moriarty, I saw it here.
Wheeler Yuta is not that guy. I'm sorry. He's not. It doesn't matter who you put him with. He's not that guy.
If they could get that guy out of him, then I'd be amazed. But I'm open to being impressed, man. You know how it goes. But if he's still stinking it up with the greatest wrestler by his side, maybe we should be beating his ass. But nah, that's gonna be all good and fun. And then moving on, we got Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez in a no DQ match. How did you feel about it? I know I'm mixed, so I just want to know how you feel about it.
Okay, so this match was a car crash, and I still haven't decided if it was a good car crash or a bad car crash. But this match was a mess from the beginning when the railing broke. And Thunder Rosa
was turning.
Her head bounced off the concrete, and then they had the spot where she jumped off the barricade with that wobbly ass barricade. She was wilding for doing that. And then that fucking German suplex, and then the elbow drop, you landed directly on her throat. On Thunder Rosa's throat.
When they finally got into the ring, that's when the match started falling apart.
Yeah, it was just madness. The table didn't break.
It broke, but it's not breaking like 2.0 where the table fucking
it broke off the edge. So it was like, oh shit.
If to me it looked like it broke like much after it crashed.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was like the cartoon when the floor starts cracking and then you like watch the crack align. Like we're watching that for the table. That table spot was weird because I felt like they could have set up that table a lot better. They just kind of had it slanted off. But it is what it is. This match very much is a car crash. When Mercedes Martinez, like when they got into the ring with it, I was just like, oh, you guys are like getting mad sloppy with it. Like, what's up with y'all?
Yeah, what we doing? Get it together, lock in.
Because Mercedes, like, and I'm not trying to like, I think I'm a little harsh on them because Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez have been doing this for a really long time. So like,
yeah, they're workers.
Why are you getting mad sloppy at the part that you've probably been doing more than these fucking, no DQ or like street fights?
That's why I think Thunder Rosa got her bell rung when she fell through that barricade.
You mean Mercedes? But yes,
Mercedes. Mercedes. I thought Thunder Rosa got thrown through it. Was it Mercedes?
No, that was Mercedes.
Okay, yeah, maybe her belt got wrong or something, and I don't know.
Oh, her belt definitely got rocked.
So I was just like, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I'll say this: I was sports entertained. You know what I mean? I hate it.
I was very sports entertained. I thought I did enjoy the match for the most part. Just like kind of at the end, it kind of like falls off, and I think it sucks that it does because I was really rocking with it. The table spot didn't really deter me like it probably did a lot of other people. But I thought the match was fun for the most part. What's not fun is the end of this match where Britt Baker comes out with Jamie Hayter and Rebel, and then Britt Baker just comes and whispers to some random white dude.
That's not some random white dude. That's the guy from Cobra Kai.
But guess what, Quan?
What?
I don't watch Cobra Kai.
It's one of the biggest shows on Netflix. You should watch it.
But I don't.
Or the Karate Kid, or Karate Kid, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Well, I ain't watched Karate Kid. Well, I did.
You never seen Karate Kid before?
Well, like I've seen Karate Kid, but like this dude is old as shit now. He doesn't look like how he looked at in Karate Kid. So this is just some random white dude in commentary, just doesn't know his name for some fucking reason and doesn't let us know who the fuck he is, nor why is Britt Baker taking advice from this motherfucker. She has not taken advice. She has not taken advice from anybody at this point. So why is she taking advice from?
That's her sensei.
Why? He's not the man he is on Cobra Kai.
How you know? That nigga might have hands. I don't know who that guy is.
He might have hands, but he not a sensei.
Yeah, you know.
Because he's a fucking actor. You had to like that motherfucking Steven Seagal or some shit.
He might be Steven Seagal. I don't know who this guy is. What's wrong with Martin Cove? You might got hands. Let me see. I'm gonna look it
Go
up.
on his Wikipedia right now and
I'm
tell
looking
me
at it right now.
if it says that he ain't got no black belts, then why the fuck is he taking advice from him?
He got hands.
Actually, no, fuck off.
He got hands.
Even if she's taking advice from this dude, even if he has black belts, why the fuck is she taking advice from this dude? Period.
Because he got hands. Come on, man. You know
I
what?
got hands. She ain't asking me for advice.
He's 75. He look good for 75. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he does look good for 75. This nigga is 75 years old.
75
you was born
years old.
in
1948.
And when I looked on the Daily News, you was giving advice to Britt Baker. For what? And commentary just seems to not know who this they don't know this man's name. Like, why dog? Why is she taking advice from this dude? This shit makes no goddamn sense to me.
He got some work done. He looks a lot different than what he did a couple years ago. That makes sense. He looks too good for 75. I say his face looks fantastic. Okay.
He got the BBL in the face.
BBL in the face. He got a facelift.
Shit, probably. But ending the match, obviously, it's been a while, but in AEW fashion, there is a brawl. And then all right, I'm just gonna say Ayo now, but Britt Baker passes Thunder Rosa the pipe, and she hesitates. Yeah, she passes Mercedes the pipe, and she hesitates on hitting Thunder Rosa, and Jamie Hayter goes, "Man, fuck that," and then bashes the shit out of Mercedes in the back of her head, and then it seems like she is out of the strongest stable. And just 10 minutes ago, this was the strongest faction in AEW, and it just falls apart. Or in the women's division or whatever, and it just falls apart. So the match was fine. Post-match, whatever. Our main event, Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara, and I'll tell you right now, I was cooking and cleaning my room at the same time.
This is going to be the trend for Sammy Guevara big matches going forward. I'm good on it. This match was just like the Cody match. There was no real psychology or no real storytelling. It was just let's go from one move, let's go do the next move, and then let's go do the next move, and then let's go do the next move.
I felt like that was Sammy Guevara even before he was champion.
I guess I wasn't paying attention enough to notice. Yeah, it's just like every match. There's no storytelling. There's no
motherfucker. The storytelling is dog. The storytelling or the story going into this match was you used to be a champion once. Now I am a champion.
Not even the story. I'm just talking about the match within the story.
No, I know, but
match. But the actual storyline, it is what it is with that.
The story all around was because it was just you were a former champion. So let's have this match instead of giving somebody new. Excuse me. Somebody new an opportunity.
It's just the open challenge belt. But yeah, it was just this match. I mean, the spots were cool, but they don't matter. That's the problem with a lot of these guys. They're just doing shit that don't I'm not gonna remember this next week. I promise you, I'm not gonna remember this match at all.
It's gonna look good when AEW posts the 15-second clips or gifts
in the commercial.
Mm-hmm. That's it. So I don't care. Oh God, got the hiccups.
Good, bro?
No. Yeah, the match was whatever. I was watching it in passing. I let the Roomba do its thing. I was cooking, and it was just whatever. Moving on to quick hits. I feel I'm a hiccup again. How you get rid of hiccups on the fly, bro? Yeah. We got 6 more minutes of the episode. I'm just trying to get it through. Rampage is going to be on early. Are you going to tap in?
Yeah, I'm going to watch that. Watch SmackDown, and then watch Level Up.
Okay,
but so yeah, I'm gonna do a 4-hour block of wrestling because I don't have anything else to do on a Friday night because I'm old to wash.
Come on, man, just go out drinking, bro.
I don't even like drinking no more, bro. I'll tell you, ever since the pandemic, I don't even care about drinking at all. I think I've drank twice.
That shit lit anyway. Jericho Hager versus Pride and Powerful. Eddie Kingston shows up. I don't really care about this one. But
It was
Pride
fine.
Power wins, so that's cool.
It was a fine match. They're undefeated so far on TV matches as I've been doing my little Excel spreadsheet. They're 3-0, which is
If this doesn't equal to them getting the title shot, then I don't care.
I think it does. I think
well, if they don't win, if they're going to be undefeated and not win the tag titles, then I don't care.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't care. Hangman Page has a segment, and I felt like they forgot to mention it at the first. Like you know when they show the graphics, they'd be like, "Hey, here's everything on the show." I feel like they forgot to mention it the first time, and they're just like on the second news, it's like, "Hey, we got some shit going on for y'all." So we get Hangman Page, Adam Cole. They're having a segment. They're just talking a whole bunch of nothing. I don't think this shit like it was a whole bunch of nothing. It was just like, "Hey, we got history together, and you're just the other Adam." Blah blah blah, this and that, and doing some. I don't care, and also like I don't think the crowd cares either because they didn't even chant cowboy shit.
I think they did a little bit for a second. I might be wrong though.
Dog, there is no heat behind Hangman Page, and it sucks because Hangman. I tweeted it out because I wanted to be said to the public, but Hangman Page has grown a lot, and he is still the champion he would have been if he would have won it against Jericho in 2019. Because he is not the focal point of the show at all.
Yeah,
and I think it sucks really, and it's not even really Hangman's fault. It's just booking. But yeah, Adam Cole says a whole bunch of nothing. He walks away, just be like, we're gonna have a great friendly match, and then Hangman Page that knows that Adam Cole's a snake takes his word for it. Stupid motherfucker. And then he gets jumped by Father of the Year, and then top 1% on Parlor. And then they go back and like jump him, and then Adam Cole alluded to it as well. It was just like, "Hey man, you haven't been around the Dark Order lately either. Like, are y'all guys even friends?" And like I said before, Dark Order and Hangman Page's friendship only matters when this nigga needs someone to tag with. That is it. They are not they're not friends outside of this. And so they be in his ass. Security comes out, and then the Dark Order comes out.
And then Ted just started beating niggas' ass for no reason. I'm like, where'd this come from?
Yeah, he just starts going crazy, and then it was just like, oh, because he has to build momentum going into his match against Adam Cole on Rampage.
Yeah.
I guess. And then can you explain to me what's going on in this tag division thing? There's gonna be a tag team triple threat and then like a battle royale. I fail to understand.
So I believe so, right? So there's going to be a battle royale to determine one of the members of the match, and there's going to be a tournament to do the other person. I could be wrong, but it's something like that. There's a battle royale and there's a tournament, and the winners of both of those will be in the triple threat tag match. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how this is going to work.
Please tweet me if you really know how this shit's going to go, because I didn't understand it. To me, it sounded like they're going to have, you remember when in Lucha Underground when they'll have like the Royal Rumble and then like at the last two people it will become like a real match?
Yeah.
So I feel
does that
like
too. They do something like that.
Yeah, but I feel like with it's gonna be a tag team battle royale, and then like I guess like the last two of the team, if they're like part of two separate teams, those are the people that are gonna be in it. Does that make sense?
No, none of this makes sense.
Like the people who like the winner of the battle, well, like the top two teams that are in that battle royale are going to go into the triple threat.
I don't think that's it.
Is that it? That's not it?
I don't think so. I'm pretty just the winner of the battle. I'm trying to find it.
Please tweet us if you understand how that shit is going to go.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. Tag team. I'm on.
Because I really don't understand how this is going to work, and I want to do the sign off.
Yeah, Cole, somebody, Adam Cole, Red Dragon. They were talking about it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Okay, so I think it's going to be the Bucks and Red Dragon, or like a they're going to wrestle each other to see who gets into the match. So the battle royale winner, I think it's the winner between the Bucks and Red Dragon, and I think it's going to be against the tag team champions, the triple threat ladder match. Oh, not a ladder match. It's a triple threat match. I think. I do remember the promo where all of them were talking. I think it's what's going to happen. It's going to be Bucks and Red Dragon.
As soon as we cut it off, I'm going to tweet, hey, can somebody explain to me what the fuck is going on in the AEW tag division? And then keep it pushing from there. I hope like somebody like Logan answers or something, because I need to understand. Or damn, I'm losing his name, but I think his Twitter name is just like novel or something.
Prime Novelist?
Yes. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But that is it for us. You can follow Quan on Twitter at The Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR. And then you can follow the A Show to keep up everything that we do at the A Show RNC. Also, you can subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/the A Show RNC. And we got that 100, and the time is approaching.
Time is now.
The time is approaching, fellas. The pain is coming. Here comes the pain. Niels and Justin will be doing the hot chip challenge. I don't know when they're going to announce that soon. There was some debacles with the chip getting shipped out, but I made a whole bunch of silly logos and stuff. So when they do it, so that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. Legendary Run. Me and Justin are talking about Batista's 2005. You can subscribe to that on Patreon. Episode 2 came out earlier this week, and we're going to be recording episode 3 fairly soon. St. Valentine's Massacre. St. Valentine Massacre for spot callers. That show sucks. So, tap in. What else? The X8 Diaries with Meals and whole bunch of variety of guests should be debuting fairly soon as we wrap up Legendary Run Batista
with us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be on the debut episode of the Royal Rumble 2002.
Yes, sir.
Is that what it was? Yeah. Very bizarre show.
Think so? I guess you had to be there.
There's a lot of shit where it's like you had to be there.
You had to be there.
But yeah, and then also Patreon benefits. You get episodes early, interviews. You get them early. There's a video component if you want that as well. We have a special interview coming up. It's currently in limbo right now. We're waiting for something, but it might come attached with this episode. So we'll see what happens. It'll most likely be on the top of this episode anyway, so it does not matter what I say here. What else is there? What else have we got going on? Overly Medicated.
Rewriter's Room just dropped, I believe. I'm not mistaken about Black and Gold NXT. I haven't listened to it yet. I got to tap in this weekend probably.
Mm-hmm.
Overly Medicated on RNC. Watch RSPN, of course. Shout out to the guys. Shout out to A Show if you haven't listened to it. Special guest Xavier Omar, R&B singer. We got a lot going on. It's a lot.
Yeah. And I heard a challenge being laid down on the A Show. Black Announce Table.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Look.
I'm sending you. You have to represent the War Report on the trivia show.
I'm not scared. You know what I mean? I'm about it.
You have to represent, because motherfucker, they asked me about 2018 and I'm forgetting.
I got it.
So Quan, you got to go out there, do the thing. I think you and Dion would probably kill it. Really put him in a chokehold. But we have to get. We would probably have to get like a mediator, like somebody who's very neutral. I think like a stat guy Greg or Jeff J would be a great mediator, or like somebody to play the middle. Because
we probably have to go Jeff J. We can't go stat guy. He's co-opted. He's with us. He's riding with us.
Is he?
Let's be honest. Greg's with us.
All right, but yeah, that's my booking of it. So Black Announce Table, if you want it, I'm out of it, but I'm sending one.
Wait, was that TikTok like he like, look, you got a problem with me? Go see my uncle.
You got a problem with me? Come kill my Uncle Bowdy. We have a special interview coming soon. Or on this episode, who knows? But thank you for supporting us, listening to the episode, sharing, reviewing, subscribing, all that sort of stuff. And if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, I hope to see you on the Patreon next week. Peace out.